Good morning, good evening. Whoa, camera's being all weird. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What is up? What is up? What is up? We are here. We are not live right now. I was live earlier. At the time of recording this, it is currently Halloween. Sorry if my camera's being all weird right now. I apologize. But so I just I wanted to have a chat. Um, so the day that this video is coming out, it's November 2nd. It's Saturday. Um, and on November 3rd of last year, I released this video. I have to take a break. Um, and if you watch that video, in that video, I explain that on the evening of November 2nd, 2023, I had a police officer knock on my door. I thought they were there for me. Not that I like do anything horrible, but I thought like maybe I accidentally ran a red light or something. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to jail. Like, stupid things, right? Um, and also sorry about the tan line. I don't have my hat on. It's out there. Um, but basically in the video, I explained that there was a police officer who came to my door and had told me that my mom, my biological mom, was found dead in San Luis Obispo area, um, or San Luis Obispo County, more of. Um, and in the video, I just basically explained that I was going to take a break from everything, kind of take a step back because there's a lot of things I had to do, and it was an experience. So, here today to just kind of explain where I'm at. I haven't been super active for that. I apologize. Um, the unfortunate reality. The unfortunate reality of it is, um, I didn't publicly disclose it, but um, my mom had taken her own life, and it's always been an idea that has collided with me because from ever since I was a kid, my mom was my mom was very troubled by a lot of things, and most of it really wasn't her fault in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, it was just the environment that she was in, and a lot of it is what shaped me into who I am as well. There's a lot of things that happened in my childhood that still still affect me today. But my mom was one of the strongest individuals I knew because despite having lost everything from losing both my older brother and my older sister when I was only like 2 or 3, um, losing them because their dad moved to Arkansas and took them with him, to going through everything we went through, to then trying to make ends meet while fighting addictions and trying to raise a son who wasn't all there. She give me one moment. I will I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna pause. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be like 1 second for you guys. One moment. Okay, we're back. Sorry, super random. Um, but from going through all that, right? Battling the addiction, battling, just battling everything. To then have her son, me, taken away, and to find out said son had meth in his system after he got tested while in custody of. After he was taken into custody by Child Protective Services, I was drug tested. I came back positive for high levels of meth. Man, one moment. Again, I'm getting another phone call. All right, we're back. Sorry. Man. Yeah, so but I came back positive for methamphetamine in my system, and I was 9 years old. And because of that fact, the drug charges that my mom was getting hit with, on top of that was thrown a child endangerment charge, and she was convicted of that. And that meant she lost all right of custody to me. When I was like 11, I went back and lived with my dad for a little while, and because he didn't have a child endangerment charge, so I was able to get a second chance with him. But there was no second chance for my mom, and that was always something that she had to deal with, and it was hard for a long time. A lot of visitations were very awkward, and um, it was just difficult. So to have her go through all that and then go just through still being in poverty and being influenced by certain individuals who will remain nameless in this video. But if they see this video, they're going to know exactly who they are. I highly doubt they will watch this video. But individuals who, in my eyes, are my enemy because of the influence and impact, the negative impact they had on my mom. And she was driven to this point where, despite how strong she was, it wasn't enough. And that's been a really, really difficult thing for me to deal with. That idea of not having enough strength to continue. It's been a very rough year. There's just been a lot that's happened. Some things good, like my new job and being able to try and ease back into content creation and having a team of individuals behind me who, for once, showed that my well-being was in their best interest, and to be able to be in the relationship that I'm in. All of it has been beneficial. Don't get me wrong. I've been very grateful, and it's been amazing. But then on the other side of things, when I'm no longer with those individuals, not at work. Well, even sometimes while I'm at work, it happens, but it all of it creeps back up, and it becomes almost overwhelming So I've been in this tug of war of trying to get back into the mindset of making videos and trying to keep my energy up. And I'm going to be honest, it hasn't been there. It's been difficult. And if you guys have been watching my last few videos, I'm sure you probably can see it a little bit, especially towards the end of the videos. I'm just exhausted. It's been rough for me to sleep. It's just been rough. Even though it's been literally 2 days from a year, it still is something that haunts me. And it's definitely affected me in multiple ways. So, I guess the point of this is just to explain where I'm at, right? That's what I said at the beginning. It's just to explain where my headspace is at. And I don't know what the future holds. And unfortunately, I can't guarantee that I will be doing content creation and stuff like that, which has always been my dream ever since I was a kid. I looked up to different YouTubers when I was a kid. They were my idols. Because the one major thing that I've always had peace in, and the what I get to do where the sounds and the voices just aren't there as much, has always been gaming and listening to music. In this last week, I can pull it up. And obviously for gaming, right? That's been a huge thing. Is gaming wise, obviously. In this last week, from Monday to today, I have had 2,447 minutes played of music. My friend Robert, who listens to a lot, like I would say he listens to a lot of music, he only has 700 minutes. I have 2,000, and a week's not even done yet. Like I listen to music with everything. I would be playing music right now, but I don't know if YouTube will allow it, since it's not in a reaction type basis. So I don't know how all the technical stuff works. That's why I always like to play it safe. But when I'm gaming, I'm listening to music. When I'm driving, listen to music. When I'm working, listen to music. When me and my girlfriend go out and we're shopping, I have an AirPod in and I'm listening to music. Sometimes there's been times when, because I have really bad anxiety. I think I've talked about it a couple times on stream, and it's affected me to a point where I'm constantly shaking. I can't stop for a second. And it's been there ever since I was a kid and I first went into foster care. I've always been shaky to some degree. There's been times where we've gone out to dinner and I'll throw in an AirPod and listen to music because it helps. It helps drown everything out. And unfortunately, at some point, I have to figure out what to prioritize. Going at this when I know I need money to survive, but unfortunately right now with between streaming and YouTube, I don't make any money. I don't. Um, or focusing heavily in work, which would sacrifice at least one thing, gaming, that helps my mental a lot. So it's been rough, and I don't want to quit. I don't want to quit content creation at all. Um, and if anything, it's really helped that I've been able to meet individuals like Hira and ERXN. I've talked to Sing a couple times, and I've talked to Park a couple times, and a few guys in Halog's community, and everyone's just been so kind. And I love everybody. I try not to be. I'm at a core. I'm a very negative individual. I don't see the positive in a lot of things. I tend to dwell a lot on the negative. Um, and that definitely affects my day to day, you know, everything. um, but I try to be loving with everybody and, you know, nice. um, and oh, I don't think there's been a single person in Logs community that I've met and I have had a bad experience with. Everything's always been pleasurable. Um, and I'm grateful for that. You know, everyone's amazing. Um, but trying not to get sidetracked here. Um, but ultimately, it's the core of it is I apologize for not being as active as some people may want. Um, Part of it is the fact that I don't have an editor or a way to edit footage, which kind of hurts me a lot because I have some footage that's like I think would do really well, but I don't have a way to edit any of it. And so that kind of slows me down quite a bit. And then on top of that, having this mental battle is the other 80 to 90% of everything. It's definitely something that I have to work on, and I've been trying to. But it's been rough. But I'm making this video kind of early because I was originally planning on recording it on the 3rd and just having it release 1 year exactly to when I made the break video. But I was thinking about it, and I'm actually going out of town tomorrow to go spend some time with my sister and all that. We're going to go to where we spread my mom's ashes and everything for a few days. And, just spend some time together and all that. So I was like, I really don't want to record the video on my phone. I was like, I'd rather just do it at home. And I was going to record it yesterday, and then I fell asleep. And then I was going to record it today, and I kept getting distracted. And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I need to get it done before I leave tomorrow morning. So that's why, I'm like kind of all over the place because I had more of a setup and was ready for it, but then I kept getting distracted or I'd fall asleep from work and all that, and it kind of pushed it back a little bit. But ultimately, that's kind of what the video is, and so yeah, I hope I have another Halog video with the new Bylog song Tar. I have that video ready to go. I just have to upload it. Which it'll probably come out sometime this next week. I know it's late. Anytime an artist like Log or Hero releases, I try and record it that night and get a first reaction, then upload it the next day. Again, with everything that's been going on, I haven't really been doing that. Um, but yeah, so I mean, one of the ways that I've been trying to ease back into everything is I've been streaming a lot more. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description. It's gonna have my link tree in there and my Discord. If you want to keep up with my live streams and stuff, I play Counter Strike. I play uh, Counter Strike. I play Arma, and then more Counter Strike. I'm not very good at Counter Strike, but I try. Um, but yeah, and then of course just the regular log content and all that. Um, but yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and go finish up packing and getting everything ready and all that. So yeah, trying to remember if I'm like forgetting anything. I don't think I am, so we should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out of here. So I hope everyone has a good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope tomorrow brings greatness, and I'll catch you guys hopefully this next week with the tar video. Also, in my link tree, it's gonna have my Instagram. I take random photos while I'm out working, and I upload them there. So yeah. Also, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, I usually post on my story whenever a new upload or something cool is going on. So yeah, be sure to check that out as well. Um, I think that's it. If it's not, that sucks. But yeah, I will catch you guys next time. But anyway, happy Halloween, late Halloween, I guess, for when this is coming out, and yeah. So I'll catch you guys later.